Alright, here's the 411, folks. You just give him one of these.
What's going on, guys? TOR back with a brand new video. Now today we have the debut of the Toronto Luxrays in the NPL Minors Season 4. I did mention this in my announcement video / 200 subscriber special, so if you didn't see that, go check that out. It's my previous upload as of recording this video, I believe. And this is actually week 5 of Minors versus Techno and he's Carolina Pantherians. If you recall, I actually already played Techno, so this is like sort of a rematch in a way. Last time it was for CPC. I beat him, but the game was very close. A ton of 50-50s. He's a good player. 2 brand new coaches facing off in the very first week that they're in, so that's kind of funny. And before I hop into the teams, I did take over Andrew's team in the Portland Trail Blazikins, I believe. Sorry Andrew, I apologize if I get that wrong, but he actually, I'll just mention the trades and drops, or the team. Yeah, the trades and drops I did. Yeah. He had Zygarde 10%, Ditto, Wobbuffet, and Pineco, which I dropped for Doug Trio, Swampert, Houndoom, and Garbodor, I believe. Now, I'm not Verd, you know, I'm not a part of the trapping meta, you know, I'm not about that life, so I had to drop Wobbuffet. I didn't see it doing much. Pineco, it was cool, it was a cool pick for Hazard Stack, but I think Garbodor just a little bit better. Plus he had a lot of points though, so that made trading very easy. Swampert because wanted another ground type, plus it could get up rocks and stuff. Dugtrio plus Magnezone traps a lot of the stuff Mega Pinsir doesn't like. So yeah, that's just a quick rundown, very quick rundown of why I dropped this and that. Now let's just run over the 2 drafts that me and Techno have acquired. So I have Tapu Fini, Latias with the Z, Mega Pinsir, Dugtrio, Silvally, Serperior, Swampert, Magnezone, Houndoom, Linoon, and Garbodor, while Techno has Tapu Bulu, Victini, Kofag, Hippowdon, Mega Absol, Cresselia, Manaphy with the Z, Umbreon, Weezing, and Hitmontop. Now, at a first glance at his team seems very slow, with the only mon that's above base 100 is actually Absol, I believe. Yeah, that's right, yeah. And he has 2 stuck at base 100, and the rest are, which being Manaphy and Victini, and the rest below base 100. Yeah, his team doesn't have a steel type either. I believe he traded away his steel type being Cobalion, so he doesn't have a single steel type, so Mega Pinsir just goes in, even though Cobalion is not really switching to Mega Pinsir. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he still has a Powdon, but once a Powdon is weakened, Mega Pinsir still just tears through his team. I'll just run over the team I brought. I have SD, Return, Quick Attack, X-Scissor, Pinsir. X-Scissor was pretty much just there for Cress and Umbreon. I didn't really need any other moves besides that, besides Return and Quick Attack. Next I have Tangaberry, Draco, HP Poison, Defog, Healing Wish, Latias. This, you know, it could come in on Hippowdon, come in on Bulu, defog the Stealth Rocks away, and I could actually almost not Oko a Bulu, but really weaken a Bulu with HP Poison. Draco's gonna do a ton to anything that's not named Umbreon, and that's not in Misty Terrain, of course. Tangaberry just so I could live a hit from Bulu in case he comes in with a Bulu being scarfed or whatnot, thinking he could Oko me. I actually take a hit and then fire off a HP Poison, so that's nice as sort of a lure, because my team doesn't have the best Bulu switch-ins. my steel types being, or my steel type, or my best switching being Magnezone and maybe a Savali Fire, but I didn't want to bring Savali Fire as that's weak to rocks, and my team is already very weak to rocks, having no hazard, or not hazard removal. I have hazard removal, but no rapid spin. Next I have Tapu Fini. Now this is Haze, Nature's Madness, Ice Beam, and it's not a Defog. I don't remember the last move. Rip. I apologize. I don't remember the last move, but it's Ice Beam, Nature's Madness. That's the only attacking moves it has. In my mocks, I didn't really need Moonblast because Bulu just got a free switch in every time if I click Moonblast. So I wanted to punish Bulu if he thinks that's a switch into my Fini. And Absol can't really touch me. Thunderbolt doesn't do anything unless he's like especially offensive variant, and it still does like 40 max. So Ice Beam can do a ton, and I could revenge it with like Sash Dougie if rocks aren't up and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of Sash Dougie, my next one is actually Sash 4 attacks Dougie. So that it actually is EQ, Pursuit, Sludge Wave, and Reversal. EQ standard just to trap stuff. You know, Victini's the main mon I want to trap. Manaphy, I could get a big 2 hits off if my Sash is not broken. Absol, I could kill that thing if my Sash is not broken. And Sludge Wave is for the Bulu if he's not Scarfed. And if he is Scarfed and my Sash is there, I could Sludge Wave that thing. It doesn't kill, but it does a lot. I have Reversal so I could trap Umbreon, because if he foul plays me, I'm pretty sure that knocks me pretty low, and then Reversal can just trap that thing. Unless he's Baton Pass, of course. And Pursuit, because in my mocks, everyone either brought Scarf, U-Turn, Victini, or Shed Shell. Like that's the only 2 sets that I saw. So I kind of expected the Shed Shell. So my game plan was, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I was actually eject button Tapu Fini, so my game plan was to go hard Fini on the Victini, get my eject button, go Dugtrio and click Pursuit, because he obviously needs to prep for this Dugtrio with the Victini, or else he just gets trapped. So that's my mindset going into it. He could just completely ignore that and just go for V-Create, but then he's dropping his speed, and then I could EQ the next turn, so that's nice. Because Pursuit would do actually nothing if he doesn't switch out. It does really pathetic damage. Next I have Taunt, Sash, Taunt, Synthesis, Sash, HP Poison, and Leaf Storm, Serp. This is just to break down these fat stuff like Cresselia, Kofag, Hippowdon, Umbreon. Just break down his fat stuff with Taunt, Synthesis. It's really good at doing that stall breaker, because his team, if he brought like a stallish version of his team, which I wasn't expecting, but just in case, Serp actually put in so much work once Weezing was gone, of course. But my next one actually deals with Weezing pretty well, which is Magnezone. This is AV with like 29 speed IVs. That's there for like Trick Room Victini, because I actually got really fisted by Trick Room Victini, not gonna lie, in a mock, and I had to prep for that thing, so I brought very little speed. I'm also Analytic. I'm not Magnipole, obviously. He doesn't have a steel type, so why would I be Magnipole? So Analytic, Flash Cannon, 2 hit kills his entire team he brought. Does a lot of work. AV was for the Manaphy. He actually didn't bring Manaphy, which I was very, very surprised about, because I saw Manaphy like 9 out of the 10 mocks. I'm not saying I got 10 mocks, what the fuck, but I saw it 90% of the time. I was very confused, but good thing. I'm very glad he didn't bring it, because then Serp could focus on other stuff, and Magnezone could focus on a lot of stuff. Magnezone could actually put in so much work against this team, because I'm actually Signal Beam, Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, and Thunderbolt. Signal Beam can hit the Crest really hard, and Umbreon, because I actually outslowed those 2 things and hit it with Analytic boosted Signal Beam, and that'll that'll do large amounts of damage. Yeah, let's just hop right into the game. I've been rambling on enough about the 2 teams, so I actually decide to lead with I believe Latias. Yeah, I do lead with Latias because it beats most of the team he brought. And I also, if he, in case wanted to leave Victini, Scarf Victini U-turn, I would go Latias, force him to U-turn and just, you know, do the trapping thing that I mentioned. So, let's put this on fast. I should just go for Draco, just scouting what's he switching. I knew it was Umbreon, but I just wanted to figure out. That looks to be Spadef. He goes for a Baton Pass, so good play on his part, good prep. I can't really touch this Weezing, so I have to go on to Magnezone. And Magnezone just gets so much damage on whatever wants to come in. Umbreon's weakened, so it's not taking Flash Cannon plus Signal Beam. So, yep, just go for Signal Beam there. Knock out this Umbreon. So that's very good news for my Pinsir. This thing comes out, same plan, just go Tapu Fini. Unfortunately, I do get poisoned. Sucks that Misty Terrain works like that, but it's fine. But eject button into Dugtrio, and I actually click Pursuit. So that was my game plan. Does 50%, just like I expected. He goes Hippo, and I believe he clicks Whirlwind. Yeah, I mean, that was a good play on his part. I can't get the Defog off. I just go hard this thing back again and click Defog. Maybe he could have clicked Stealth Rocks again, but he actually decides to go for Rock Slide. But I want to go hard Superior here. He goes for Slack Off. Maybe he was probably expecting Surf of some sort, but I taunt the Hippowdon. I don't want rocks coming up. I also don't want this thing to set up T-Spikes, so I go hard Tapu Fini. I don't. Oh yeah, I go hard Tapu Fini, predicting Hippowdon because last time I went Magnezone on that thing, so I predicted him to go hard Hippowdon, so I go to Tapu Fini. Maybe I could have clicked Ice Beam on this and I actually clicked Taunt because I was fearing he could just stay in, knowing he could live a hit and go for rocks. So maybe I could have clicked Ice Beam there, getting this Bulu very weakened, but it's fine. 12% really sucks on this Fini though. I go this thing. That Woodhammer is not banded damage, so he either could be like Assault Vest or like Choice Scarf. And yeah, I don't think he's Choice Scarf because he actually switches out right here. If he wasn't Choice Scarf, he would actually, if he was Choice Scarf, he would stay in. But he goes Absol. I believe I double out. Oh yeah, into Magnezone, thinking he would be Choice Scarf, and I could go Magnezone, eat a hit, knowing he's locked into Woodhammer and stuff like that. But he actually goes this thing. I can fire off a Flash Cannon here, I believe. Get big damage on something. Hippowdon takes 54%, so that's nice. And then Superior, I go Superior, can get Grassy Recovery and stuff like that. Leaf Storm Mist didn't really matter. This thing would have taken 0 from that anyways. I go for Taunt, predict him to go for T-Spikes, and then I just go hard Magnezone, I believe, yeah. Just to go for a Flash Cannon. He predicts that very nicely, goes for Victini, goes into Victini. I guess it was a safe switching all around because I had Superior in and Superior can't really touch Victini. So and then he goes Hippowdon as I switch out into my Latias. So good plays on his part all around. But I could just go into my Fini here. I could click Ice Beam and expecting the Bulu to come in honestly, and that does like 50%. I don't think that's AV damage at all. I think at this point I'm thinking he's Cobra Berry, but I'm not very sure. It's sort of unlikely he's Cobra Berry. He goes for Horn Leech, and then this is just a free kill for Magnezone. But I actually clicked Thunderbolt, predicting him to go Victini, or else his Hippowdon dies there to a Flash Cannon. Like Flash Cannon was my play like most of the time there, but he actually goes hard Hippowdon. He actually is 58%, so maybe he could live that, but I actually outspeed this thing unless he's like a lot of speed investment on his Hippowdon. But I'm curious to see what his thought process was there. I really expected Victini, but you know, it's fine. You live and you learn. And I go for Synthesis here because, like I said, I'm Sash, and if he goes for Victory, I could eat that up, no problem. He goes out into Weezing. Now, I don't want to click Taunt here because I kind of expect him to go for Sludge Bomb. So I go Magnezone, which I do get right there, but he could just set up T-Spikes. I do weaken this Weezing, though, which is perfect for my Pinsir. But he actually just lets this Weezing go down. So that's great for my Pinsir. But Victini could just come out here. I could just sack my Feeny though. It's not really doing much at that percent anyways. It doesn't have defog, so I can't really defog on anything. And this thing could come out, reveal, knock off, and pretty much kill me. But Magnezone lives any hit at this range, I believe, and Flash Cannon could kill anything. That crit I don't think mattered unless he was sort of speedy hippo, so it's fine. Then I could just sack Superior here and go Pinsir actually and claim a kill. Now here's the part of the game where it gets sort of tricky, so I'll explain. I go Pinsir here because I pretty much get a free kill, even if you Scarf outspeed and return kills anything. And then he goes Absol. Now let me just explain to you. If he's Thunderbolt, right? He needs to get I think a high roll or like above 50% roll to because I live the Thunderbolt either way, but Sandstorm's up. So if he Thunderbolts me into Sandstorm range, then if he was Scarf Bulu and he just bluffed it all along, he wins the game because Dugtrio, you know, can't outspeed Scarf. But and I didn't want to risk a random Fire Blast, so I actually go Magnezone. And the reason why it's because on the calcs actually messed up for me. So when I put in Magnezone to see how much a knockoff would do, I saw it killed, so I just went to Dugtrio, and it carried over the stats of Magnezone to Dugtrio. I'll put a picture up on screen right now. You should see that Dugtrio has Magnezone stats, and with those stats, it actually, for some, lived the Sucker Punch. I probably should have been more wary of that. But in the heat of the moment, I'm pretty confident that anyone could have made that mistake. So my play was to maybe stay in here, because Magnezone had a exactly 50% chance to live a knockoff. So if I killed this thing with a return, and he got a decently high roll with Thunderbolt, again, maybe Magnezone or Dugtrio could have cleaned up the game. Yeah, no, but I actually just go hard Magnezone here, and that's pretty much GG, because now I'm in guaranteed range of knockoff. And I pretty much lost this game because of the calcs. I mean, it could have gone either way. The Thunderbolt could have, like I said, knocked me into Sandstorm range, and I could have lost then if he was Scarf, but, you know, it's fine. Techno played well. I believe he played well. He played really well, and I believe I played well. So it was a fairly close game, all in all. I still kick myself to this day that I made that stupid play. But you know, you live and you learn, I guess. That's definitely not how I wanted to start the season, but obviously next season we're pulling it back. I believe, or not next season, next week we're pulling this back, and we're actually playing Friesländer. It's spelt Fries, but I believe he pronounces it Fries. So we're playing Friesländer and his Rotterdam Staraptors. So look forward to that next Tuesday, I believe, as this is going up this Tuesday. So yeah. That's been it, guys. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels. Techno's link is in the description below. I don't know if that was obvious. And oh, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. That's kind of awkward, but everyone in the NPL's link is actually down in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to everyone because they're all great people. Make sure you join the fan server and become a Luxrays fan at Toronto Luxrays. We have big things planned. Just go in the roll call chat, type Toronto Luxrays or Turkey. I want to be a Turkey fan. And a mod should give you that role. That's only if you have Discord, though. And you should have Discord. Make a Discord and be my fan. Yay. But subscribe to everyone, all the analysts. And yeah, that's been it, guys. Peace.